According to the cleric from the north, that the southwestern people or the Yoruba people don't know how to practice the full tenets of Islam. And as such, the cleric from the north will be coming down to the west to educate them what Islam is all about. Following this development is the implementation of Sharia law in your state where you hail from. You'll be complaining of most recent the activities of the Fulani herders ravaging some parts of your state or communities. So, what would be the outcome of this Sharia implementation and full adoption of Islamic laws in Oyo State and the entire southwestern region?
It will be resisted.
By who?
This will be resisted by well-meaning Oyo indigenes like myself. This is a voice of rejection coming from me. I am from Oshaki State in Oyo State. And I agree that in my state, we have, especially from my own local government, we have more Muslims than Christians. However, we reject it. Because if this law ever get passed, by extension, it will sweep into my land. It will sweep into my local government. It will come and erode my culture. When I go home, I want to be happy to see and, of course, pay homage to the masquerades of my family. I do not give a damn about a foreign religion. Let me tell you, this is another agenda of this caliphate, all the way from Sultan to spread their tentacles. Don't forget what they did to Afonja. It was the same Sultan that advised Alimi that you guys have the larger population now in the Ilorin. Therefore, you cannot allow or you cannot be subjugated to a pagan worshipper. Go there and topple him. In Oyo today, we have equal numbers of Muslims, Christians, and about 30% of idol worshippers. If this ever gets passed, those idol worshippers are long gone. If I tell you a story, in my language, they say it's Shaki Ogbo Oroki Agbede Oro Baba. Omolewe Eyo. Asabari. Let me tell you, Asabari is a deity in my homeland. And there is a mountain. That mountain is a fortified mountain that whenever we have a war, that is where we take our enemies to, and they don't come out alive. These are the beautiful heritage. When the Fulanis came from the Caliphate in the 19th century, after they conquered Afonja, they came into the northern part of Oyo State. When they got to those parts, they were dealt with because they met powers that be wizardry. This place I am telling you, Asabari, all the women there are witches. It is enough for go and Google it. They don't hide it. All of them are witches. The governor does not go there and go and play. He can't go there. You want to spread Islam. Who is Islam? Who will justify that Islam is the religion of God? Every heritage, every culture has a supreme being that they pay homage to. If I take you to India, we have the Buddhists. If you go to what we call Chinese, they have their own. There's Hinduism, there's Buddhism. If you go to the Igbo land, there's what we call Okike Abiyama, or whatever they say they are from.
Chukwu Okike Abiyama.
Okike Abiyama.
Almighty, the Supreme King.
So they have their own story backing it up. If you go to Israel, they have their own stories, right? And these are all stories. Nobody can give a total description of what God looks like. And nobody can come out to justify that God exists. But everybody has a faith to be held on to that he exists. And therefore, everybody should have that latitude, should have that platform that if now these three I see as my supreme being, provided I don't come to your doorstep and disturb you, so be it. We know how these Muslims are. They are domineering, they are expansionists. This is not uncommon. This is coming all the way from Saudi to the Sultan and now to the West. There are so many rumors out there that these guys are financed by the Saudi Arabian Caliphate, that they are giving money to establish all these religious institutions so that they can have a larger broad of Muslims. This is their own system of evangelism. And they don't go in peace, they go by force. Look at what is happening in UK. United Kingdom today, some conservatives are now saying that UK has been flagged as the capital city of Sharia in Western Europe. Now they are saying that in Brighton and Albion, that they do not want the common laws of the land again, that they want Sharia law. So what that means is that if a Brit ever goes to Brighton and openly is drinking alcohol, he will be persecuted according to the Sharia law. It means that if you are night, you go say, if I invite you to my village and they see you eating pig, because I know you eat pig. If they see
Very
you,
well.
good, and they see you eating fine boy, yeah, they say, "Ah, ah," before you know it, you are long gone. God forbid. So for me, it's a it's a dead on arrival, and it's a disgrace on the Yoruba race.
We understand there are Yoruba Muslim faithfuls who will also want the extension of the Sharia
Let me
to
tell
the
you,
Yoruba land.
the Yoruba
So
faithfuls.
don't you consider their
Let
own?
me tell you. Let me respond to that. The Yorubas who are pushing for this Sharia law are a disgrace to the Oduduwa heritage.
For your own opinion, it does not
No,
reflect the
it is
opinion of
no.
all
It
Yorubas.
is proven that they are stupid and they are dumb. Their forefather called Afonja fell for this. I can't go to Ilorin today and say that where's the Oba here? I can't. They don't born my papa well. Oh. Alaafin of Oyo cannot go to Ilorin today. That where's your? It is Emir.
It means a history of conquest.
A successful one indeed. My fellow Yorubas who might be listening, was Ilorin not conquered? And was it not on religious basis? Ilorin receives their direct rulership from Sultan in Sokoto. A traditional worshipper was lynched in Ilorin, I think earlier this year. Abdurrahman looked away. Abdurrahman, he looked away. The governor of Ilorin State, he looked away. He couldn't fight them. Over 10,000 Muslim women invaded that guy. They invaded his house because on his Sheshe day, it's just like Christmas Day now.
10,000.
Yes, it's just like today now. I come out here now. I carry Christmas tree, put am for this junction. I dey celebrate, I dey dance. Felix, na be that. That woman on their Isheshe day, she took rituals inside a bush to go and give it to her deity, appease them. Please let this year be a good one. As they heard, what did happen for this country, for this land? No, Ilorin is a Muslim soil. It can never happen. They invaded her. They embarrassed her. It was televised. These are the extensions. So if you think you are a Yoruba man and you say, no, let us have it, there's nothing like liberalism. There's no country that is built on liberalism. Show me one. It doesn't. You can become developed to an extent, you have been solidified, then you can now start opening your doors. Germany was not built on liberalism. United Kingdom was not built on liberalism. China wasn't built on liberalism. There's what we call Indo-Palestinian war. They couldn't coexist because the Palestinians were what? They were chronic Muslims. And they were looking at the Hindu worshippers like they are pagans. Every goddamn day they kept fighting. They had to divide them, and everybody went their way before they started developing. And that's why a Nigeria will not develop if we continue with this battle. This is why the Igbos are clamoring. Ogamoku dey go. One of the objective why the Igbos want to leave It's because of the religious crisis. Let us push aside the bad governance. If you ask an Igbo man before he speaks 10 words, he must have mentioned the Fulani jihadists and whatever their conquest like 4 times. Was it not just this year? It was exposed that they wanted to use an IDP camp, that those people will be coming from all the way north, come and learn handwork, and they knew that they were coming in form of what? Jihadists, and they burnt it down. The point is, if Nigeria wants to exist, that Sharia law that was stated in the constitution must be taken out. If the North will not allow it to be taken out, then the North can have it and go their way, own way.
Have a separate state.
As simple as that.
Don't you think
Or we have what we call true federalism, then I will know that I will go to Akwa Ibom State where they will totally ban Muslims. You understand? Because in the north, you cannot have mosque anyhow. Oh. Now then go draw plot of land for you and here you go there. And we no one yet what they do now, praise and worship. No speaker. In Kano State, the only place you will see churches are the airport road. If you go to places like Staroni, Hausawa, Naibawa, Zoo Road, you will not see, you can't see church. Oh. Now mosque go see, oh, they were all banned. So if we are going to have a true Nigeria, which I don't think is going to happen, but if we are ever going to have a true country called Nigeria, united, then let us know where we are going. Fine, everybody can decide what he wants. Then I will know that I will come to Imo State, which I know that's where you are from. I know Imo State will outrightly ban Muslims, and I'll go there and live. If I say that I just say want to accept Muslim, I don't want to. Then let me go to Imo. I know say it's what it aligns with my belief, and of course I'm still a Nigerian. You get the point. But for this state that we are, is a state of confusion and it's a state of stagnancy. We know they go anywhere. We're just surrounding crisis, chaos, and lastly, this is a good news for you, my brother. The United States military has released an evaluation. They said if Nigeria continues like this, by 2030, Nigeria will split. They said it. They said Nigeria will split. The Yorubas are already, they've been splitted by religion. The Yorubas now, you will see two family right now today, they argue because of what they happen in Oyo State. One is saying that let the Sharia be now. One is saying no. What's that? Confusion. And you know when there's confusion, you know what happens? It is destruction, it is destabilization, it is stagnancy, and these are the prayers of some people in power in the northern part of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
thank you once